Hey, a very good evening to you traders. This is Mark. Welcome to your daily trading video. Apple is just dragging the market up by its iPad. It's up about 12% from the past few days. That's around $55 billion or $50 billion in market cap increase. That is huge. I think it's just the better reported sales of iPhone 7 and just general bullishness around. Nasdaq is just flying. Dow is really quite interesting. You know, the thing I hadn't considered, which I had considered but hadn't thought of it fully, is that, you know, when we're at a turning point for the Fed is so unclear about what it's going to do. They say this, they say that. Nobody knows. The data hasn't really supported a hike. The market hasn't really priced in a hike. So we've got this kind of yin and yang situation going on, and that's really sort of fighting us around. This 18,000 is just holding support. We can't seem to break through it. We push lower, we can't find sellers. We push higher, we can't really find buyers. Monday set the range for the week and we haven't broken out of it yet. But don't forget, next week, next Wednesday, we've got the Fed announcement. I just think everybody is sitting waiting for that and wondering what is going to happen, because it's not clear. This is kind of when we get this not clear type of scenario. I can't think it was back in the mid-90s or something we had the Fed changing their tune again and we get a little pickup in volatility. And actually that's something to be aware of. You know, I'm not swing trading this at all, because I just think that it's a day trader's market at the moment. The volatility is there, the moves are there, they're reasonably clean, it's reasonably technical, but I wouldn't want to be hanging around for more than, you know, a day on this. If you've got another strategy, that's absolutely fine, but I just think the way we are at the moment, we're going down, we're going up, because you've got two types of people in the camp. One group of people are saying hike, one group of people are saying not, and we're just getting this yin and yang back and forth, and you can just see the sort of volatility we've got. And that's kind of why the VIX, even though it was crushed a little bit today, isn't back to the lows it was. There's a little bit of uncertainty there. Technical wise, we just can't break this 18,000. I want to have a look at the diamonds, which is the Dow ETF, because that's just going to give us the regular trading hours. And look, you know, this gap is there to be filled, although we haven't filled it yet. Does that trap a few bulls in and roll over? I'm not sure. One thing that has sort of stood out for me, and I thought about it after I did my video the other day, of, you know, maybe this has trapped some bulls in here. I'm looking for some momentum to the downside. That was kind of my idea. I thought if we would break through that low, that all hell's going to break loose. I still have that thesis, but I want to see obviously the breakthrough and consolidation and the aggressive short trade from that. But what I hadn't considered is look at the VWAP on this. How far away from the VWAP are we moving? Now that to me indicates that there's not a lot of volume coming in. Normally on a trend day, you get the drive, you get a retracement, gives it chance for the VWAP to catch up as volume starts to come through, and then you push away from it. The moves we're getting are sort of extending away from the VWAP. So what does that mean? Well, I think it means that the people aren't really participating. Liquidity is low. You're getting one side pushing one side or the other, but no one's really stepping up and saying this is really what I want to be buying or really want to be selling. So the volume's drying up, and that's why the VWAP isn't really catching up. It's a volume weighted average price, and it's not really catching up to price as you would expect if there was continual good volume coming through the market. So anyway, we've got our levels in, we know what we're looking for. I just think it needs to be a little bit cautious the rest of the week. We've got one more day, and then obviously next week, you know, we'll see, are we going to get some positioning before the Fed, or is everyone just going to back off and not get involved? Obviously the levels we've got are Monday's high and Monday's low, although be careful with that because that was an overnight low. I'm still probably working off that 18,000. Really, so a little range of 18,000 to 18,300 or so. It's a big range, but it's there. So strictly day trades only at the moment for me. Fed coming up. Let's see what happens. Well done, Apple, for giving us a bit of a boost and giving us some volatility. Anyway, have a great trading day tomorrow, guys. Hope you had a good day today. If you spot anything, as always, send me a message. Always have to have a look at it. Like to see what other people are looking at. Take care.